All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast. Wash Media headquarters. My name's Will DeFries. To my left, David Ruff.
Seems like a great day to podcast based on vibes. Like
Really?
rundown, yeah, but vibes more importantly.
What about the vibes give podcasting to you?
Well, outside it's kind of gross, right? A little drizzly,
Love it.
a little damp.
Love it.
Mold is popping. It's got people sniffling. But inside, when you walk in here and you see me finding a bonus Celsius in the fridge,
That wasn't a bonus.
I drank it.
I left that thing for you knowing you were going to want it.
He just knows I'm a fiend.
I was wondering if I left it last week when I left midday.
When you
No.
were gone, Brett went on a run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I saw it this morning, but I had 2 coffees in the fridge this morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave this Celsius for someone who needs it more than I.
That person was not Brett, who came in with a Celsius Heat featuring 300 milligrams of caffeine.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I've
That's
had
what's
one of those big dogs before.
Can you imagine my bladder if I drank one of those before the show?
Dude, speaking of big dogs, D-Shivery in the building.
I can't figure my bladder out, man. I did 2 peas just now, separated by like 10 minutes, and they were both substantial. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm on that Dave grind right now.
No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that. Anyway, I'm happy to be back.
If we're gonna talk gross bodily fluids, like y'all should have seen my loogie this morning,
Oh,
Raw oyster?
dude.
God,
it was
that's grosser than pee.
Dude, it was the brownest loogie in Austin, Texas.
Oh, dude, yes.
I'm sitting next to these guys.
Sorry, man. This
No,
is
dude,
gross.
I'm not sick. It was purely an allergy play. I did some sweeping yesterday after getting our trees trimmed at our place, and I think it just was a real nice combination to give me the brownest loogie in town.
Did you sweep the chimney?
I didn't do any chimney sweeping. I did knock our gutter off while playing fetch with Rosie yesterday.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy fix.
Well,
How did you do that?
I threw the ball and it rocketed off of a part of our walkway in our front yard, and it just shot directly at the gutter.
And it had that much heat on it.
You know your boy's packing heat.
Damn.
I've been working on my arm
Dude,
in
he's
case
got
we have
a-
another throwing contest
he's
coming
got a
up.
howitzer now. He's been working on that shit.
That's serious.
Yeah, I think it's more about the rubbery ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That could
I
have
don't
something
think
to
I
do
don't
with
think it was
A
my.
little springy. Anyway, after being in bed for much of the weekend, I am back. Don't feel great, but I'm here. We're doing it. The vibes, like Dave said, are picking up, and I'm happy about that. We got a cool front coming through tomorrow.
I think we're gonna have to build a barrier around you like at Trump rallies.
What, Dave?
I got fucking brown loogie guy on one side of me.
I told you,
Go
dude.
out
I feel
there.
fine. The brown loogie was simply just because I was outside doing yard work.
I got guy who stayed in bed all weekend. No call, no showed Friday.
Yeah.
This guy's in fucking bad way.
I was gonna say I thought Dylan was in Friday because I didn't receive any communication otherwise.
I
I don't
stepped
want to tattle.
I stepped out to vote, and that was it. Went straight back home and got in bed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats on voting. Did it feel good to exercise your freedoms?
You know what? It did.
That's nice.
Did my civic duty as an American citizen.
I think everyone listening should go vote.
What's
think
your
so,
civic
too.
duty to get as many people sick as possible?
Yes.
How many times do you get to vote?
After being around Parks and Chelsea for a lot of the of my sickness, and they didn't get sick, I felt that it was safe to come in and be around you guys. Who'd I vote for? Is that what you said?
How many times did you get to vote?
Oh, just the one. Just the one. Oh, Dave's on the. He's got some.
Yeah, CDC. We got him.
Why are you calling Chris Del Conte?
He's turned the thing around here.
He's the best in the land, man.
Yeah, man.
Do you think God was giving you sickness on the off week so that he didn't ruin a game for you?
Ooh, maybe so. Yeah. Bye weeks are a joy. You don't have to worry about your team underperforming. You
just
watch.
hate watch.
You get to watch. Hate watch teams.
Watch
and
A&M get destroyed.
What's
Just
your
get
bye week
pummeled.
behavior? Oh, that was fun.
That was
fun.
Yeah.
What's your bye week behavior? Do you watch more football or less football overall?
I watch less football.
I think I watch less.
Definitely less.
I'm not the type to go sit there in front of the TV like just raw dogging games that I'm not invested in.
A&M got thumped.
I got a question. What's raw dog in a game look like?
I think I was using it from the angle of that because I have no investment that I'm just watching it for the love of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
NFL's not great right now. I mean, the Lions are
No,
great.
I think it's fucking awesome.
Lions are great, but when they're not playing, why would you want to watch a subpar product if you're a Lions fan on a off week?
I don't think I've enjoyed an NFL season this much 8 games in than I ever have.
The
Right?
Cowboys stink, baby.
Yeah. Per Dak, you guys fucking suck.
He's not wrong.
He's right. So
It's a weird feeling to be good.
I'm happy for you.
Mhm.
I hope they continue this success.
I'm starting to think that some of these teams might need to start sipping codeine before a game so they can kill at golf.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Malcolm Kelly.
Having trouble getting to him.
Yeah. He's good, man.
he nice with it. Good show.
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up?
Producer Randy.
Hi, Dave.
All right.
Dave, how are you celebrating how are you celebrating this this Monday? Any special plans for lunch today? Did you go to Taco Bell this weekend?
Dave, do you even know what's going to happen at lunch today? Do you even know?
Yeah, I do. I'm very excited to
Yeah.
look. I don't want to intrude on y'all's thing, but I do want to try what you're about to say.
We're gonna have to get 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you doing
Yeah.
the Jimmy John's thing?
Yeah, we famously went to Jimmy John's last week to go get a sub sandwich and also a pickle witch, and they didn't include our pickle witch in the bag, and so we're gonna have to go back today and get our free pickle witch.
It's very exciting.
They should. They need to charge a little less for the pickle witch based on what I've seen. It's not as large as a normal sandwich.
It's the size of a pickle, actually.
Yeah, and
Pickle
it's
size.
it's about $8 still, which I feel like is a little high.
Are you guys going to get one regular sub and then cut each of them in half and do a swap?
Yeah,
That's smart.
It's called a pickle witch.
That's right, Dave.
Man, everything reminds me of her.
Are you saying, okay. I got a case of Celsius this weekend for the first time. That was it. That's wild
Wow.
for me. Yeah, a case.
what kind? What flavor?
You're putting off mixed berry vibes.
The vibes one. It had fruit punch, blue raspberry, and watermelon strawberry lemonade or whatever.
I don't do
It's
the
like-
vibes.
It's like
Those
the
aren't
vibe
those
ones.
aren't the best.
When I see
ones.
vibe on the can, I know that it's going to be too wild for me. I like to go with the tried and true
There's
flavors.
so many flavors now.
I like the grape.
Watermelon's really good.
Okay, noted. Does it
Really
make
good.
your pee like bright yellow?
I don't believe so.
Just ask him about his bladder right now.
Yeah. What's that bee doing?
I'm good. I'm on E right now, I think. For now.
Dude, my fuck tank is on E.
Dude, it always
Can't you
is.
tell by how I'm potting?
I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing right now, but yeah, that's black coffee in a master's cup. So if you want to question my manhood, now's not the time.
Did you guys enjoy the nitro cold brew that I brought you?
Yeah, I think I would have enjoyed it more had I gotten Dave's because Dave's
Yeah,
had more nitro in
it
it.
did.
But it still tasted really good.
I don't know
It was
what was
good.
up with that.
What is that from home? What's going on here?
No, we kind of ran into one of those situations. You never want to run into this situation when I did yesterday with the time change. The boys are getting up earlier. I had a little bit of a hangover. Took things a little far on Saturday, and in addition to all that, woke up at about 5 a.m. due to fire trucks, and opened the fridge and saw that we had no more iced coffee left, and so we're on a shortage right now until this evening when we do our grocery pickup. And so I had to stop by the trusty old gas station down South Lamar way, hit up my boy Sonny. And
yeah.
he set me up with 2 iced coffees. And this is one of them.
That's awesome.
It was a sugar play, Dylan, to not I didn't want to come in here with a bunch of sugar since I'm already eating all the Halloween candy we have in the office. And so I decided to go with the black coffee. I wish we did have some type of creamer in the studio. But again, my man card is being played right now.
There's half and half in there because I brought it last week and I left it here on accident.
Did you leave it on accident, or is it something you didn't really like, so you just brought it up here?
It's
No,
just like
I-
the time you brought your leftover pizza in for the squad.
I actually plan on taking it back home today because it's still good.
Will you just admit that you didn't want to recycle the box at your place, so you brought it in here instead?
Recycling ain't nothing. I don't worry about that shit. I was being kind and thoughtful and generous, and it just goes unappreciated around these parts.
I'm on a really bad za run right now. Pretty much every za that I've ordered from any restaurant has not gone well for me.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm gonna keep shooting. Sally got a barbecue chicken za the other night that was actually pretty good. Maybe that's what stopped the bleeding.
I don't fuck with that too much.
Sally will randomly just mix it in, and I have to say I don't hate it.
Okay.
My preferred method of eating barbecue chicken is obviously at a mall at California Pizza Kitchen. Goated onions on those, but can't always go to the mall.
California Pizza Kitchen. It's been a minute since I've had that.
life was never better than being in middle school, driving 4 hours south from Harbor Springs down to Detroit, going to the Somerset Mall, parking in the small parking lot, covered, rolling straight into California Pizza Kitchen that was situated right next to the video game store. Oh, it was just vibes off the charts. We'd always complete the day after shopping for back to school by going to the rich side of the mall and hitting PF Chang's.
Hey, malls are back, by the way.
I've heard.
Barton
back.
Creek is like hopping these days. People
I actually-
like hang out there now.
I want to go there soon.
There's a bar in the middle of the mall now. People are just bellied up, just hammering pints.
Yeah, I don't know if I need to do that. Though.
I don't need to. I was wondering
Dude,
if
let's get hammered at the mall.
I was wondering
Yeah,
if they were at the
do a
mall
video.
and they
Fuck it.
saw the bar and decided to stop in, or they plan to go to the bar at the mall.
I mean, if you walked into the Cheesecake Factory
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and it didn't have any branding in it, you'd think you were walking into Carbone or something. It's crazy in
The
there.
bar,
Randy wore a suit there.
Yeah, it did.
Crazy in there.
the bar I mentioned, it's not like it's like a kiosk bar. It's in the middle of the hallway. It's weird.
So like they're no longer. Are they replacing the kiosks where they sell you like the shitty helicopters
They
with
fly
just
around.
They're
bars?
still there.
Because I'm fine with that.
There's still the people who just spray you with cologne and try to lure you in. It's like,
Is
I don't
there
want
a
this.
Bedazzled iPhone cases and
Yeah.
whatnot.
is there a bar hop or like a guy out like by the kiosk who like tries to like coerce you like come on just try this you
I
gotta
didn't
try
see
this
that.
IPA.
People were there and they had the game on.
It's pretty sessionable.
What do you like? What do you like? Okay, I think I got something for you. And you go over there. It's like, yeah, this is Bud Light. I remember when I got made fun of for going to the mall by that person who just spoke about that. So it's interesting.
The mall still.
Randy's super mall coded though.
The mall still draws a
Wasn't
very
me.
particular crowd.
It was Dylan. It wasn't me.
Mall
was
people
Dylan.
are a very real thing.
I got a
Mike is not one of them.
Mike is not one of. He's not a mall person.
Actually banned. He'll never go to that bar.
Is he actually banned from the mall?
I don't think so. He should be.
How do they enforce that? Wait a minute. You're the guy.
you're the electric factory. Dave, I got a question going back to pizza. So I went to Little Caesars yesterday and I got some of their hot and ready crazy puffs. Did I play my side card?
It sounds like a crazy puff is what you ordered, right?
Yeah, but it's like
Okay.
it's like marinara and it's got like bread and it's got like pepperoni and cheese.
Oh, served like as a pizza.
No, it's like in puff form.
Sounds like what you ordered is a puff, based on what you're telling me.
Okay.
They've been calling you Puff Daddy because you ordered puffs.
Yeah.
That's not nope.
Did you go to the Zop? Never mind.
Can I read some comments from our most recent Patreon episode?
Yeah, if they're good.
Oh yeah.
I famously tried chips on my sandwich for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I did something that I should have done about 34 years ago. A lot of comments regarding the best combos of putting chips on. Dylan, you weren't here for this episode. Is there any style chip that you would like to put on a sandwich or that you would prefer to put on a sandwich? Do you ever put chips on sandwiches?
What type of sandwich?
I haven't done it in a very long time, but I used to do. I didn't branch out too crazy. Cheeto. I would do a Cheeto.
Oh, you
Ooh.
know I don't freak with Cheetos.
Hungry.
You don't freak with Cheetos?
I don't love a Cheeto.
Oh, that's weird.
I like the hot Cheetos, but normal Cheetos,
That's crazy.
I think that scene from the Chester Cheetah scene from Can't
Guy?
Hardly Wait.
Oh.
Chester,
The foreign guy?
Is it
Cheetah.
the foreign guy?
Cheetah.
No, it's when apparently like the dude who dressed like Ali G, Seth Green,
Yes.
he had braces.
Yo, I got to have sex tonight.
I got to have sex
Pretty
tonight.
good, man.
That guy.
He was eating Cheetos at a party, and everyone called him Chester Cheetah.
That
That's
was
good.
it.
That's good.
Kenny.
I think that rattled me because I think I had braces when I first saw that movie.
That's actually how our friend Cheezer got his nickname, Dave.
You might know this. We did this on the stream room, and everybody loved it. We definitely did Can't Hardly
Great
Wait,
movie.
right?
No,
Yes, we did.
no, you didn't.
When did we do it? We definitely reviewed it on the show.
You reviewed it on the show. It was during the pandemic and talked about it. And Brett and I both watched it. And that was what led us into doing the stream room on Patreon because American Pie was the first one.
And
How
you guys had really bad takes on it, right?
How was Randy an encyclopedia of circling
I
back?
know this because I did it
knowledge?
as a question for Do You Know It as what movies we did as the last question. So I remember looking this up specifically to figure
He's
it
the
out.
oracle.
You didn't like it though, right?
I liked American Pie better, but I did not like it.
Okay. Well, someone said jalapeno kettle chips. I do think jalapeno kettle chips will be my next foray. We had someone say salt and vinegar chips on chicken or tuna salad.
Oh,
That actually sounds like a pretty delightful combination.
Wow.
it sounds like
That
it
does sound good.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, depending on how you prepare your tuna salad or chicken salad, it could be a juxto.
Yeah, it's in Juxto land. Someone also said turkey with barbecue.
That's just
Yeah.
a standard.
That seems pretty chalk,
That's-
but
that's
I'm
all
not going to say
American.
no.
That's
I'm not
the
going to say
public-
no.
That's the public pool snack right there.
Sour cream and onion Pringles. My worry about a Pringle is I feel like you'd have to pre-break them
You would.
because I feel like this play is the
You would.
best when you have like the cushiony at home made bread and not like at a restaurant, and you can't just toss a Pringle on there with how they're flared out. You know.
Yeah, there's too much flair on that Pringle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Too
Mhm.
curvy.
It's a lot of curvature. I just want to get that out there. Thank you to the patrons who fed me these recommendations.
That sounds delightful, but the question is, are you going to chip your pickle witch?
I don't think chipping the pickle witch. I don't think there's enough room to chip the pickle witch.
Well, Jimmy John's has a good tuna salad though, and they have great salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah, but you
I-
only. I feel like you only deploy the tuna salad from Jimmy John's when
Sorry.
you've already had like you're tired of getting your Italian nightclubs.
You don't. You can just make tuna salad the recipe very easily at home.
Let me guess. It's just tuna and salad.
Don't, Randy. It's proprietary.
I'm gonna do it.
You signed an
I'm
agreement.
gonna do it. It's just tuna, mayonnaise, onion, celery, and here's the thing. Here's the secret ingredient: soy sauce,
Did you say mustard or
okay.
the other thing? What did you say?
mayonnaise,
What is it?
mayonnaise.
All right.
I say mayonnaise. I don't say the O.
It's mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise,
He said mayonnaise.
mayonnaise. Yeah,
All right.
but yeah, soy sauce. Add some soy sauce into your tuna salad. Makes it better.
I've always found that the pre-made tuna salads at restaurants like that are a little sopping wet for your boy. You're a big fan of sopping wet tuna, though.
That's disgusting. What are you doing?
Just Bill Parcells just sweating.
That's such a gross image you just put in everyone's mind. You should apologize right now.
What, like the bread getting soggy from how sopping wet it is?
Like his big brown loogie said earlier too.
Hungry.
This one's grosser.
I don't know.
If Dylan can talk about his movements, I can talk about my
We're just
loogie.
talking about pee-pee.
I was
Did you
I was
see,
hot to spitting that thing out.
You did. Did you see the video Brett sent before the show at the Cleveland Browns tailgate?
I sent that.
Oh, you sent that?
Oh, yeah.
That was a little much. That's
Yeah.
not how I choose to drink my beers.
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of a different video. Never mind. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the guy falling down the aisles.
No, different debaucherous
Okay.
behavior.
Are you guys going to talk about the old man getting his face punched in at the game?
Dude,
What the hell was that?
that looked like pro wrestling style. Like, just,
I don't like watching old men get fists to the face.
I need to know what happened before.
Yeah, I want to
Did he-
say like there's got to be more context to this, but either way, that's just a really, really bad
Did
look.
the old guy do what Randy and so many of us have done and reach for the service weapon?
Yeah.
Do security guards in stadiums carry weapons?
They've at least got a taser. They should if they're not,
Yeah.
given the videos that drop every Monday.
They don't got that thing on them though.
Would you all get tased if given the opportunity?
For how much money?
No.
$2,000.
Easily.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking
Yeah.
taser.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Yes.
My roommate in college did it during a class, and he said it sucked, but it was fun. Like they just said, like, does anyone in the class want to get tased today?
Your muscles just like
Yeah,
lock up.
yeah.
right?
He said it. He said he just locked up, and it hurt a lot. But like, he
Yeah.
also didn't get the worst tasing you can get. Like, they were easy on him
Right.
within the classroom.
There's a video out there of like someone about to get tased in one of those classes. And the class, there's two people on each side that are like holding the person that's about to get tased. The person shooting just misses the person and gets one of the people holding it. So, it's so
Dude, that's a legit
funny.
fear. Those things are wild.
That's
like they go
great.
anywhere. Yeah, I get it. It's time.
Bro, let's go out this weekend. There's a crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy event happening.
Let's just go have fun and let go of it.
Little Woodrows, let's go.
Recapping this weekend in fun, presented by our friends over at Muggsy. Shout out to everyone who came to the Muggsy meetup in Chicago a few months ago. That was an absolute movie. Muggsy makes damn comfortable clothing for guys everywhere. They started by reinventing the jeans game in 2015, and now they make the best jeans, chinos, tops, and joggers ever. Muggsy works exclusively with some of the best designers and manufacturers around the world to deliver the finest quality fabrics directly to your door. What if you're sitting there and you're saying to yourself, I have enough. I have too many pants. I've got too many pairs of pants right now. Well, guess what? One, you should really consider Muggsy for additional pairs. But two, they got stuff that's not even pants. I got this blue pullover from them that is just an absolute movie on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh.
I might as well be watching Green Mile on my couch. It's such a movie. What?
Okay. Just because I recently watched Green Mile?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On a plane, you watched it.
I did. Yeah. That's true.
I see Will pull up with that thing on. I'm like, he's a fucking movie right now.
Their entire goal is making guys more comfortable at work, at the bar, on the golf course, wherever, by giving them one place to shop, made with buttery, soft, patented stretch materials. They look stylish, but are insanely comfortable, never too baggy, never too tight. These things are just great. Go check them out. First-time customers, yeah, they can get 20% back on their first order right now. All you need to do is head to Muggsy.com, enter your email, and the discount is automatically added to your cart. That's 20% back on the only jeans and pants you'll ever wear again. Free shipping and free returns on every single order. So the only risk is never knowing how great they truly are.
You complimented these the other day.
Yeah, dog.
These gray ones.
Yeah.
I'm rocking.
Those Gray Johns?
Retail Therapy Zone was like, hey, those look good.
Oh, you got. Okay. Sorry. I shouldn't talk about the Wash Media shirt that I like that you have on, but
It's okay.
we're doing a Muggsy read.
That's
No,
all
it's
right.
all
It's a
cool.
good comp. They look
It's
good
over.
together.
Sorry I put a sweater on. It was chilly in the studio earlier. We were all wearing light green shirts today, which was not planned.
No.
Dylan,
That's green?
I don't know if I want to know what you did this weekend because it sounds like you were just a ball of germs, but what did you do this weekend?
Well, let me start with Thursday, which was Halloween.
Oh, yeah. You went off in your Instagram stories.
Someone chirped me because, like, oh, Dylan's too sick to do track house, but not too sick to go trick or treating. I wasn't going to miss that.
No.
It's one day a year. My son, he's 9. He loves it so much. I stepped out for Halloween. I was sick as a dog. I just took medicine and just dealt with it.
I saw that instead of candy, you handed out COVID.
The mask that I was wearing concealed all of my germs, thankfully.
You look good.
Yeah,
It's
that-
a good bit.
It's a low energy costume where
that
you can just kind
costume-
of stand there and get the point across.
People love that costume.
It's
It was fun. I'm gonna run that back at some point. Stepped out for trick or treating on Thursday and had a great time. There's the street. It's in the Zilker neighborhood, and they block it off. It's like a huge block party. It's a huge thing every year. Every house participates. It's crazy. There was this one. What's that look?
I don't know. I think Will and I thought the other was going to say something, even though there wasn't. I don't know.
Okay.
No, nothing bad.
We're walking along this street, and there's this one yard. There's a lot of attention over there, and there's this older gentleman sitting behind a table under a tent, and there's this van parked next to him. And the van, it's like a picture of van from the 70s, and it says selfie with van $20. We're like, what's going on here? We look closer. There's a sign.
Was it
up.
Van Wilder?
No, it was just a van.
It was Van Jones.
Picture like a
CNN.
like the Scooby Doo van, one of those, you know.
Oh, okay.
Was it JD Vance?
That's
Could have got Van Morrison before that.
JD Van.
Go ahead, get all the
So-
vans out of the way so I can continue. Any other ones?
It was
Was it
Vincent Van Gogh.
yes,
the
it
Van
was-
Halen?
Vincent Van Gogh was there.
That would
Anyway,
be sick. One last shred.
there's a sign
He's dead.
next to this gentleman, and it says he's charging for selfies. Like, who is this guy? His name is Alan Danziger. He was in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think he lives in this neighborhood, and he was posted up just like taking selfies with people and charging for them. It was really weird.
I don't know if we're gonna need to pay for that.
He wasn't exactly.
Yeah.
He wasn't Leatherface. He was just in the movie. Anyway, so we're like assessing the scene here. Like, what's going on? This is weird. The dude in front of me turns around and he takes his mask off. Adrian Grenier is also there. It just happened. He's just not part of the whole scene. He's just there hanging out with his very pregnant girlfriend / wife, and they have a little kid, I think.
My favorite thing is that I
He's
have never
everywhere.
seen this guy in Austin before, and
Oh.
you guys see him all the time.
This is like my 5th time seeing him. But
I'm
he
jealous.
was just walking around in the Zilker neighborhood with his little family trick or treating, and it was funny because Dallas was there. That's Parks' mother, for those who are unaware. She was there, and even back when we were married, she was like, "He's my hall pass. Like, he's my number one
Gotta be
celebrity
careful.
crush." And so I said, "Dallas, look, it's Adrian Grenier," and she freaks out. It was really fun.
Do you want to know what Alan's been up to lately?
Yeah, charging for selfies in this neighborhood.
His current project is perfecting Chainsaw Jerry's beef jerky, a cut above the rest.
I bet it hits actually.
It was
Were
was
people
fun. I don't-
paying? We're actually paying for
I'm
that?
not even sure if the van was in the movie. It just looked like it belonged in the movie. It may have been from the movie. I'm not sure.
Dude, don't charge
But
for selfies.
He had a little gathering around him. I don't know if people were actually paying for selfies or not. They just wanted to say hi to him. I'm not sure.
Do you think he sees
Okay.
Adrian Grenier show up and he's just
He's
like,
like,
oh,
"Oh, damn it.
shit,
Yeah,
I gotta
this-
lower my
There's
price.
an actual celebrity
Yeah.
here in my front yard.
I don't even think I'd pay $20 to get a picture with Adrian Grenier.
No.
I
Let
probably
alone
would.
some random dude.
Still very handsome, by the way, Adrian Grenier.
Did you tell him about
This
the
guy
time he
looks
held
pretty
the door?
handsome.
I wanted to say the same thing you said to him, just Adrian Grenier. Just call him out by name, but I didn't want to bring too much attention to him. He was keeping a low pro. Anyway,
Good looking guy.
Other than that, Parkside a baseball game, caught the dub, stepped out for Pine House, and other than that, I stayed in bed the rest of the weekend.
Did you
because
bring your leftovers in?
I've been a sick puppy. No leftovers.
Why is sick as a dog a phrase?
I don't know.
When you said it earlier, I was like, yeah, obviously that's something people say, but then I started to go down the logistics of it. And it's
I heard
like,
it. I heard another one yesterday. Green on the gills. You heard that one?
Yeah. A little queasy?
A little green on the gills.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm coming out of it. I'm trending up.
My old hockey coach was named Gil.
Yeah.
He owned the skating rink.
I like the name Gil.
It's very like Texas business, like small town Texas business guy.
We had a dude named Gil in our hometown.
Oh, Gil?
He was pretty Gil.
Can't say I know a Gil. We'll love to meet a Gil.
I met a Gwil once.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God.
Gwil?
Gwil.
Okay.
Okay. A Gwil.
Oh, you can't light your Gwil.
It's not my name.
You had a propane?
When I met him, I was like, oh, my name's Will. And he said to me in his Welsh accent, he said, well, my name existed before your name. I was like, okay.
Okay. I don't know. This is what, we're not trying to one up each
I
other
was,
here,
like, I
sir.
was just pointing out we had a similarity.
I want
Oh,
you
yeah,
to calm
Gwil.
I
down.
thought this was a bonding moment
Whoa.
for us, and he just yammed on
Take it
me.
easy,
You have a
pal.
Willie old name?
Oh,
Gwil is a Welsh guy?
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
that concludes my weekend and being
Jeez.
sick and stepping out for trick or treating.
What'd that boy do?
I didn't know the Welsh had such sour grapes.
It's good. Welch is great. Randy,
Yeah.
got it?
Yeah.
The cocky sip after he makes a joke is just a little much for me.
Sorry, just a little parched. Or perched. My gills.
Okay.
Let me see your Gwil.
Oh man, you know it was pretty low key. I had a son who I still have a son.
Okay, I was going to
But
say,
my
do you have
son-
other news that you need
Yeah,
to tell us
two.
right now?
He's a daycare. He really likes Halloween, and this isn't unique to him, I imagine. But you put a costume on him for Halloween, he's gonna wear it throughout the weekend. Meaning, when we walked the dog, we rode his little stride bike or a scooter, whatever we did. The costume was on, and watching his confidence increase in a costume is hilarious because he's very shy. But when he is Spidey, goes out of his way to wave at everybody who comes by.
Love
It's
that.
so hilarious.
That's drippy, dude.
Love that.
I was like, look at you. You just need to maybe I need to gas you up more and like tell you you're a superhero, and then you'll come out of your shell a little bit more.
Well,
Spidey.
Fritz wanted to be a dinosaur for Halloween, so we got him a really good dinosaur costume. And then my mom also sent us a Spider-Man costume.
Okay.
But I knew that if I busted out the Spider-Man costume before Halloween, that he would just want to be Spider-Man. And so we gave it to him over the weekend, and he did the exact same thing as your son. He wore his Spider-Man costume literally all weekend.
My eye test will say that the Spidey costume was kind of the hot costume amongst the toddlers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Spider-Man out there. But we had a great time. Then the next couple of days, you kind of get the back and forth about when you can eat your candy and how much is too much. And you get in that fight a little bit, and you're like, oh, man, Halloween, great. And then the time change
How was his
happens.
haul?
It was good. I mean, he filled up his bag. We'll talk a little bit more later about it, but he gets like halfway around the block and he's pretty much full, and he's like, I'm ready to go. And I'm like, well, we got to go by our friends. There's a few more hot spots we got to hit. And he's like, well, we can go. I'm like, you don't want to do the whole thing?
Yeah.
And we did.
My son was very casual about it. He got to the end of the street and said, "All right, I want to go home."
Yeah.
Like not even like wanting to go home. Just, "All right, I'm ready to go home." Okay.
He didn't fight us about it, but he was just like, I was like, oh man. And the way I remember it when I was his age, I didn't ever want to go home after Halloween.
Oh, we
you
had
know?
drag parks off the street.
Yeah. Kids are diff, man.
They used to have to drag me off the streets.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah,
You were committing a lot of crimes back
I
then.
was. Glad Young Thug got freed.
Fuck yeah. Shout out to my slimes.
Yeah.
It's a serious plea deal.
Serious. I don't know if he's gonna make it based on his first tweet out.
I didn't see it.
His first tweet out was about going and killing a rat.
Peanut?
I think it's been deleted since. Maybe he was watching Ratatouille. And he took the side of the food critic.
Shout out Fratatouille.
Did we ever do a Ratatouille?
There was a commenter.
How do you do a fratatouille?
Like, I don't know, like instead of doing an exec board one week, they just decided to do Fratatouille. And Dan did his recipes from the frat cookbook.
His bread
A
sandwich.
bread sandwich?
Yeah.
Randy and I were talking about Dan. Have you seen Dan in person in the last 3 weeks?
He looks huge.
No.
He is. He's huge.
Dirty bulk?
No, I mean he doesn't look bad. It's the biggest you will see him.
He's a barrel-chested SOB.
He's a large man. Watched a lot of football Saturday. Look, I gave into the peer pressure and a group text. I'm now a Nugs subscriber.
There you go. There you go.
And yeah, like, look, Will and I went and saw Sturgill Monday. Thank you again for thinking of me. That was a really
glad
fun
we
time.
went.
And I do the thing, and this is not unique to me. If I go see a band, I did this with Blink, and they're good, which they will be because I love these bands. That's what I'm listening to for the next, I don't know, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, like exclusively. So I was like, you know what? I can only run through the record so many times. I want to relive the live show. And I'm not doing anything. I'm staying at home. So I may as well do the $14.99 and have access to not only Sturgill, but Billy Strings.
A lot of bands.
The Boss. I didn't know the Boss was on there.
Oh yeah, the Boss is on there.
A lot of artists.
He'll
but yeah.
He'll catch a listen every once in a while.
Yeah. Look, I did that. Might have broke into a product that I acquired in Illinois when I was on my way to Wisconsin. Shout out to those gummies, Jesus. But yeah, just all in all, just a delightful weekend, and I will yield my time to Will.
I was out Friday afternoon playing a golf tournament at UT Golf Club with our friend and accountant Blaine. I'm absolutely pissing on the ball. I'm just absolutely blasting off on every tee box.
Who's longer off the tee? Be honest.
Me or Blaine?
Yeah.
Blaine is consistent, but I was longer.
Wow. Okay.
I was striping the ball for I was pounding the ball.
That's a deadly combo.
We were 2 strokes back from getting a trophy, and I have to say, all I wanted was to walk home with some hardware. Would have felt really good. I don't remember the last time I was even like close to winning a trophy. When we checked the scores after 9 on the app that you can log your scores in, I saw that we were tied for first in the net that took our handicaps into account. And I was like, oh my God, we might actually walk out with a trophy here. A chunk chip on 18 from your boy over here might have set us back a little bit, but we ended up 2 strokes out of the trophy. It was tough, but it was a great time. I also got to try a new drink for the first time.
okay.
Diet Dr. Pepper and Malibu rum,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Julius Peppers.
Yes. The drink of the summer is what I was told.
Have to say, pretty damn good.
Really?
Pretty damn good.
Would
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Rum is not a big enough player in my life, and I love rum.
It's
I don't
called
know
a
why I
Julius
don't-
Peppers because it's like an orange Julius and a Dr. Pepper.
You understand what he's
You
saying?
get it?
I got it.
And like the reason I liked it is because Dr. Pepper already has 23 flavors, and Malibu rum seems to have a combination of several flavors.
Randy, can you name all the flavors?
And when you combine the two, the juxtaposition of the sweetness
Okay.
is just next level stuff.
Wait, what is the sweetness juxtaposed with? Other sweetness?
Just yeah.
Just 2 different sweetnesses, David.
Like you got sweetness and then you
Obviously.
got like Jimmy World.
Sweetness.
Okay.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I don't get it, but I'm listening.
It's good. It's good. Dave's doing bits that like you don't even grasp.
You're right.
now. Yeah. Saturday decided to lick the wounds from the not getting a trophy at La Piscina, also known as the swimming pool, a
Mhm.
restaurant in Austin. Had some brunch fajitas. You know your boy's a savage. I had to add some bacon wrapped shrimp to the platter.
Mm.
Great choice. Made some surf and turf fajitas. Big fan.
Where'd you sit?
Outside. There are a lot
By the pool.
near the pool adjacent. Ended up tying one on at lunch. Had some friends over to our place to watch some football after, and just kind of got after it. So I did a lot of sobering up between 5 p.m. and bedtime on Saturday night. Woke up feeling pretty okay for the time change. Gotta say, not a big fan of time changes at this point. Whatever candidate wants to run on no time changes from henceforth, I will vote for them.
What's the justification at this point?
I don't know.
Why do we do this?
It's
I hate it.
for the farmers.
If I was single
not.
and had no kids,
It's
I'd
not?
probably love it. But like, I am not a fan now that I have 2 kids and they want to get up an hour earlier because that's what their internal clock is telling them to do. It really made yesterday the longest Sunday of the year.
It's so I think it even passed in the House that they were going to get rid of it, and then just like nothing came of it.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Because if the farmers want more or less daylight, they can just get up an hour earlier.
yeah, can't they just shift their schedule?
If
I
they
support
could
all
turn
farmers.
back
Like, don't get me wrong.
time.
I really want to know a good justification for the time.
You have a
I don't know.
computer in front of you.
Yeah. Use
want-
the Google.
but this is a podcast. I like talking it out.
Yeah,
Well, you're not going to get the answer.
You
I threw out a theory, and
maybe
you're
you
like,
can't even look it up.
did you Google it?
I did.
It's just crazy though. Like, I'm trying to stretch my kids to their normal nap times. They're not happy about it. I'm just getting smoked.
No one's having fun.
We had numerous fire engines driving by our place at 5 a.m. So it was just a long day.
I don't like it.
I had to raw dog on the couch watching football. No beers. Couldn't leave the house.
You didn't have any beers?
No beers, dude. I ended up drinking a glass of hard cider on ice. There was no meat, Randy.
No meat.
No meat. I was happy though.
What do you think about the post-Halloween party?
No. I had some people this weekend when I posted Slam's laptop shut on Sunday Scaries say this was your opportunity to post Halloween costumes. But Friday was November 1st. So I simply said it's November. Like no. I don't even like Halloween. I like spooky season. I don't like Halloween. So like, no. It's just not happening. Turn the page.
Mm.
Bob Seger.
Happy No Nut, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
I wish we had that sound drop.
Dylan, I didn't know you went to. Oh, never mind. You sent me something. It says La Piscina. I don't
Come
really know
on,
what that's
dude.
about.
Come on.
I did a PDF. Is that the menu?
Yeah, it's really. I don't want to. What's on that menu? Feels like it could be a couple things.
Oh, it was a good weekend overall, though. Sorry you were sick, Dylan.
Yeah. You know, we move on.
You're back though.
I'm trending to being back.
He's backish.
I'll be near 100% by Wednesday.
Jeez.
That doesn't make me want to sit in a studio with you.
Or next to
I'm
you.
not contagious.
You know, sometimes kids are always learning and growing. Dave and I have learned this more in the most recent years. Dylan, you've known this for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes as you get older, you start to lose your curiosity. Maybe you're derailed by your kids. Maybe you don't have as much time to lean into these hobbies that you want. Think about something you'd like to learn. Me? Gardening sounds nice. I'd like to learn a new language, something like that. Maybe I wouldn't mind beating you in bowling, Dylan. I've never beaten you in bowling before.
We've never been bowling together.
Oh man.
Well,
I'd love
maybe-
to see it.
Maybe we'll do it. But, you know, sometimes therapy can help you open up new doors in life. It can kind of make you realize what your priorities need to be. And that's why, if you're thinking of starting therapy, you should give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire. You get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time with no additional charge. I've been using therapy for about, I guess it was 2019 I started. I wish I would have started earlier, if I'm being honest, because I freaking love it. Sometimes I just need to get things off my chest. Sometimes it's, just asking some questions that I'm afraid to ask anybody else. You don't always want to put yourself out there, but it's easy when you have someone that's on your side at all times. Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/circling today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/circling. Should we circle back to trick-or-treating, Dave?
Dave's got some things to talk about.
Yeah, I'm curious if this was y'all's experience. We have 3 different neighborhoods represented with our kids trick-or-treating wise. And I asked you about the post-Halloween party. We did go to one Saturday. Our neighbors, they do it. They did it last year too, and I didn't mind it. I busted out the infamous Harry Potter costume from spooky season a couple years ago.
That was back in the old office.
Yeah, old office. Maybe spooky season 1 or 2.
Do you have to have a separate closet for all your spooky season fits?
I have a large Adidas duffel bag in my garage.
It's tight.
And if you want to know what in the world is in that bag, what do I have in that bag? Spooky season costumes.
That makes sense.
Thank God for that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That comes with like a cardigan. You know, Randy.
Yeah, you didn't bring the breathalyzer one back out to this party?
No, this time around, same party. I decided to wear something, even though people thought I was Loomis. They said I was giving Loomis and not.
Yes.
Anyway, so I noticed, and then I may have talked about this last
Like
year.
Harold Loomis? The American
Is that
botanist?
am I talking about the right guy, Randy? Harry Potter, Loomis?
Y'all should all, if y'all are watching Harry Potter for the first time, you should skip the second half of the 4th movie.
Loomis is the last name that occurs in Psycho, Scream, and Halloween. And there's a theory that they're all connected. I went over this recently, actually. And what is it? What's the conspiracy?
Is that they're all related?
Yeah.
Are they all done by the same like writers?
Lupin.
Directors?
I'm a dumb.
I was gonna say I was gonna say lupus, but I'm like that's a disease.
Loomis is the Halloween guy as well, and that's the Loomis I know.
And Billy Loomis is the killer in the first Scream, one of the killers.
That's got to be an homage, right?
Probably an homage, yeah.
A homage?
A homage. Our neighborhood, I would say, is about 70-30. Of all the people who are participating in Halloween, 70% are out front in lawn chairs with tables set up to hand out their stuff. The other 30%, you got to go knock on a door.
Mhm.
And it's been trending that way for the last few years. And we don't do the block off extravagant block party type deal. Our neighborhood's not there yet. We're just doing your classic go around the block, mob a little bit with your friends and neighbors.
I don't know if I
But-
need the big parties.
Stop trashing Halloween, man.
Well, hold on.
No,
He's
like,
a traditionalist.
Like there was where we went, there was a guy that had like a margarita machine, like all this stuff going on.
The adult trick-or-treating stations.
But yeah, exactly. And then it started coming out that apparently they didn't like when randoms went up and got margaritas and stuff like that, which I totally understand.
randoms being
People that are trick-or-treating.
That's weird.
And so I was like, well, I don't know this guy. I'm not going to go up and be one of the randoms that apparently he doesn't like getting a frozen margarita, even though that sounds delightful. But then I'm like, well, everyone else is doing it too. I ended up not going up at all because I just didn't want to drink that night.
don't advertise and flaunt your margarita machine, your little party, if you're going to be upset when like a
Yeah.
random dad from a block over comes over.
Don't have like the cockiest setup of all time, and then
Yeah.
shame people for taking you up on the margarita machine.
First of all, it's Halloween. It's kind of about the kids. Should be.
Isn't the whole point of Halloween going up to strangers' houses and getting free shit?
yeah, don't have it outside if it's
Well
not
said.
for everybody.
Once I
Well
heard that
said.
there was a narrative going around about randoms getting margaritas, I was like, I'm not going near
There was a
this.
guy with a keg, and he was just handing out beers left and right to everyone.
That
It was
guy rules.
fantastic.
Oh yeah,
It was great.
that guy's awesome.
That guy is dope. But I noticed that when it came time for like, okay, there's this house, it's got the decorations, they got a pumpkin, clearly like participating. The kids are very, very, and maybe this is a good sign. They're very wary of going and knocking and doing the trick or treat thing. Could be just their age. This is like, typically 4 and under was with us, and I'm just curious if like, is there going to be a time in like 5 years where we're just not knocking on doors at all?
I think it has something to do with COVID. During Halloween, during COVID, people didn't want little kids walking up and knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell. So they had stations out front. Some of them would have these stations where you drop candy down a little chute, so the kids would have to stay like 10 or 15
kinda
feet
swag.
away from you.
I could see Randy making a dope one of those.
To me, that seems about the time it started. A lot of people were posted up outside.
That checks out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a cannon and just shoot the candy into the kid's
Yeah, you
bag.
should.
Candy cannon?
That'd be sick.
like the baptism with the water gun.
Yeah. Boom.
Remember that one?
Fucking Tommy took some Skittles to the face.
We put the bowl out on like a table next to our pumpkin, and then we go trick or treating.
Yeah.
Because we're not there to answer.
Sure.
Get back, and it's not a ton of trick or treaters this year, honestly. And then I'm up watching. I mean, it was Thursday. I might have been watching Thursday Night Football. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe watching Halloween. I watched it twice this season.
Fuck yeah.
I hear some kids out front. I'm like, oh, it's 10 o'clock, a little late, but lights on. The jack-o'-lantern's still bussing. Candy's still out there. I look through the peephole. It's some high school age kids. Cool. Watch them grab it, take all of it. I'm not mad. It's 10 o'clock. Good, take it. And they just hang out there. And I'm like, what are they doing? I'm like, why are they just standing like on the porch?
Really?
And I had not opened the door. They did not know I was there. And they walk off, and they were there for a good 2 minutes. And I kind of opened the door just to bring the bowl in and stuff. And they see me. As soon as they see me, they jump in their white Nissan Murano. That's right. I saw it. Lights off, and they just got the hell out of there.
It's because they took the whole bowl, right?
That's the only thing I could think of. Because
Yeah.
I looked, all of our gourds, our pumpkins were intact. They didn't smash them.
Was there a flaming bag of dog shit on your?
There was no poo.
Was there a pipe bomb in your mailbox?
Mailbox down the street, community mailbox. I checked it though, just in case. No pipe bomb. Luckily, no acts of terrorism. Looked in my car just to see. I mean, nothing. They were just, I don't know what I think, there's like that natural, like, it's just fun to run from people.
Yeah.
They saw me. They probably thought, I didn't have a hat on. They probably thought I was like a real old man. So I don't know. It was weird. I was like, what were they about to do?
We had a kid come up. I didn't give out candy to very many kids because I wasn't in charge of that. Kid came up when I was in charge. First kid that I saw, and he just didn't say trick or treat, didn't say anything. He's an older kid, not high school age, but probably middle school. And he just goes, "How many can I take?"
Okay.
I was like, "Trick or treat? Like nothing?
Yeah.
Nothing for a player?" I told him, I was like, "You can take 2." I was like, "I don't care. It's not my house. You can take as many as you want."
Weren't you just giving out Charleston shoes?
We didn't give out anything at our place because we went to a different neighborhood with Sally's family, and I felt like a real asshole when I saw some trick or treaters approaching our gate, and I was like, "Oh man,
Yeah.
like I'm a bad dad."
You didn't give him a can of Dude Perfect beans?
I should have. Is that the move? I gave him some early bird sample packs.
That's sick.
That's all we had.
That's sick.
No, we didn't have any. I would love.
I kind
some
of
more.
like the posted up in the driveway with the little
Yeah.
station. It's more like community feeling. To
My
me.
favorite people that we trick or treated to were the people that were sitting out in the middle of their yard. So you just have to walk up a couple steps.
Yeah.
They had a small table there with some candy on it, and then they had a cooler next to them.
Yeah, it's a big
Saw
thing
one
now.
family that had a couple of bottles of wine. So if you had red wine in your glass, they might splash you up. And I was like, you know what? That's the chill way to do it. I don't need to have a damn food truck in my yard
Yeah.
trying to impress the neighbors.
Oh, there's an ice cream truck. The street that I mentioned earlier where Grenier was, there's an ice cream truck, and
I ain't saying no to an ice cream truck.
Haunted
I've famously never
mazes.
been to one before.
it's a wild scene over there. But when Parks is too old to trick or treat, I'm gonna do the driveway thing. That sounds fun to me.
What, like just post up in the
Post
driveway?
up in the driveway with
Yeah,
a bowl
yeah,
of candy and just have cooler full of High Lives or something, and just have a time.
There's a dude in the neighborhood we went to who was just the absolute man. He was just drinking a Miller Lite, had a table set up at the end of his driveway, didn't care about anything, and he had all Kit Kats.
Love
I was
that.
like, dude, this guy's all business right now. I love this dude.
Give me a break.
I made Fritz say thank you to him, and the guy was like, "You're welcome."
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you're not getting a lot of thank yous out here, are you, bud?
Yeah.
I might have been the only dad drinking.
Everyone drinks in this
I
neighborhood.
went
I had
Big Dog
zero,
Yeti.
dude.
I went Big Dog Yeti, double striped up in it. I'm walking around. Yeah, I'm fucking cool.
Wait, you hit him with the 2 stripes?
2 stripes, please.
Parks' friend, her mom it's like our meeting place before we go trick or treating. Done it the last 3 years in a row, and she has Jello shots and margaritas, and it's a scene. Like coolers full of beer. Everyone just loads up. Everyone in this neighborhood is drinking at all times. It's
I
crazy.
guess I should have drank more. I didn't have one single drink on Halloween. Am I a narc?
Yeah, you are. But we knew that
I
already.
do give narc, yeah. Yeah.
I thought about TPing your house one night.
See, that's what I don't like living about. What I don't like about living in Texas around Halloween is there's not the fear factor there. In Michigan, night before Halloween, Devil's Night.
Devil's Night.
Like you had to be on high alert that some shithead kid was going to go break your pumpkins.
Bring it back.
I mentioned Devil's Night on Halloween, and people didn't know what I was talking about.
I didn't know how hyper niche it was to Michigan
Yeah.
until I did that New York Times quiz. But like, I mean, there was always the fear that you were going to wake up on Halloween and all your pumpkins were going to be smashed
yeah.
out front, and like that was kind of an exhilarating time.
Hoodlums.
My parents got to the point where they wouldn't let us go out on Devil's Night. They knew we were. I didn't smash any pumpkins myself. I was too scared to get in trouble.
I smashed a pumpkin or two in my day.
Ring cams ruined
Not
Devil's
proud
Night.
of it.
You've been calling it a swing cam, Lo.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, ring cams have really mitigated the shitheads.
They're on high alert.
Mm-hmm.
I just never went out for Devil's Night, you know? It's because it was the Devil's Night.
Yeah.
It's like, I better stay in.
I did see some ring cam footage of some kids smashing pumpkins, and like 30 minutes later, the dad walks to like clear where the kids, and like has their parents come, and they had like a come clean up every single piece. I was like,
man.
I'm like, yeah, I mean,
That's
good.
tough.
Yeah, the kids should clean it up. We had the biggest pumpkin we've ever had one year, and someone smashed it. My dad was so proud of this damn pumpkin. Came home and was like, look at this thing.
Oh.
It must have taken 4 kids to lift it and throw it.
Was it carved or was it just a straight up?
No, you
pumpkin?
couldn't carve this thing,
Too
dude.
big?
You would have needed a chainsaw.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know how my dad got in his car.
Honestly, it would be traumatizing to my son if somebody smashed our pumpkin.
Yeah.
Like, I just straight up wouldn't tell him because he would be upset. He was upset that we had to
Oh, yeah.
throw it in the compost.
It always freaked me out as a kid just knowing that people were on our front yard, like doing shit. You don't want to catch a stray there.
Nah.
I don't know. Maybe my dad got that pumpkin in because he was built different. But actually,
good.
can I tell you about the built difference?
Wow,
Okay.
that is
Whoa.
Listen up, renters. Shout out to all my renters out there. You ever feel like you're stuck in a loop of rent payments, just watching your money vanish into thin air? It's
Oh,
time
yeah.
to turn that rent game around and start earning some serious rewards. That's where Built Rewards comes in. Built is breaking ground as a neighborhood rewards program that hooks you up with points on your rent every month. Pay your rent and watch the Built points roll in. Use points to jet off on a dream vacation. You can put your points towards a flight or hotel stay with 500 plus airlines and 700,000 plus hotels and properties. You can even use your points to book fitness studio classes, redeem them toward a future rent payment. They're designed to meet your lifestyle, much like points be doing. Pay rent hassle-free through the Built Rewards app. Your rent game just got a major upgrade. Built points have been consistently ranked the highest among the highest value point currency by the Points Guy and Bankrate. I trust the Points Guy pretty much with anything. He's the guy that knows points.
That's his bit.
Yeah. I mean, he's even got his name on the side of airplanes these days. Like he's a baller. Earn points by paying rent right now when you go to joinbuilt.com/steam. That's JOINBILT.com/steam. Make sure to visit or make sure to use our URL so they know that we sent you. Joinbuilt.com/steam to start earning points with your rent payments today. This guy was playing with house money. Dylan, can you explain what this dude did?
Yeah, this comes to us from our good friend KJ. There is a man who he rented a car from Hertz.
Why didn't he go with what's ours, Dave?
Oh, fuck, I should know because they just hooked me up with the best rental car deal ever.
What is it?
It's a company I'd never heard of before.
It is a
Dave and I both used it in the it's like within a month of each other.
I'm failing. Go ahead. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Dylan.
Sorry, Dylan. Go on.
Hertz, very, very popular rental car company. This guy rented a car for 1 month and he got the unlimited miles plan.
Okay.
He proceeded to
What kind of vehicle?
I am not sure actually. Let me see. I don't think it even says in this article. Anyway, unlimited miles. In 1 month, he put 25,000 miles on this vehicle, which comes out to about 800 miles per day. And he returned the vehicle, and they were like, no. They try to charge him a $10,000 fee,
No.
which he is refusing to pay.
Good. He should.
Okay. Could you put 25,000 miles on a vehicle in 1 month?
Dylan, I leased my car in December before COVID. It took me 3 years to get to 24,000 miles.
I've had my car for, I think, 17 months, and it has 11,000 miles on it.
Like I can't. I don't even like driving a couple hundred miles somewhere. So the idea of doing 25,000 in 1 month is unfathomable to me.
I think 800 miles is about the width of Texas, if I'm not mistaken. It's driving the width of Texas every day for 30 days straight.
Well, okay. To drive from New York City to Los Angeles, California, it's about 2,800 miles. Was our dude just doing laps?
Where was he going?
Did he just put a brick on the thing and just drive in circles on like around a racetrack?
Maybe that's what he did. I don't know.
Like,
Yeah,
I think he went into this being like, I'm doing numbers.
I'm gonna test the limits here.
This has got to involve Adderall or something.
25,000 miles is one trip around the globe, literally.
You think he might have done that? Land bridge?
Probably
ferry?
not. I'm not sure there's a straight line land-wise around the globe.
Oh, there is. They
It's
just
called
don't
the
tell you about
equator.
it. That's right.
It's not land all the way, though.
No.
You're gonna hit water at some point, Will.
You just have to have a security clearance.
I don't know. We'd have to look at a map and confirm.
25,000 miles.
I can't fathom how you could even like get remotely close. And I want to know why he was driving.
And
this
how much money he spent on gas, assuming it was just a straight gas vehicle.
What if he took it to the BMW Performance Center and just drove it around the track
Good question.
like 100,000 times?
He would have maybe that something like that had. I just don't know how this is actually possible.
Maybe he was just on an absolute spree of whipping ditties in his church parking lot.
Did you think about that?
An absolute spree of whipping ditties in his parking lot.
Everyone's whipped ditties in their church parking lot once in a while.
Of course, I know what whipping ditties means, but for those who don't, how about you explain it to them?
Doing donuts.
Okay, yeah, obviously.
If there was a fresh coat of snow at 8 p.m. in our hometown, you best believe we were taking the Subarus to the church parking lot and whipping dids.
Yeah, but whipping dids it's too slow. You can't cover that many miles in a day.
I don't
would just
even
drift.
think that it would count the mileage that you get from whipping because I don't think the wheels are turning that much, you know?
That's true.
I would just be drifting the entire time in this rental.
Just drifting.
Yep.
We don't know what type of car this was.
I don't think it says in this.
I bet it was a Chrysler.
Dude, this car looked like the Popeyes employee. Just like, come on, give me a break.
Well, the rental car company that I believe you and I both had a positive experience with, non-spawn, Sixt with a
Sixt.
T. I might have got lucky because I read some reviews that weren't as nice, but when I got there and they not only upgraded me to a Traverse, but also I had the car for 5 days and my total was
It's
$68.
insane.
Are you kidding?
No, $15 a day. He goes, not only can I upgrade you, but due to supply and demand, he explained it to me, I can give you this for $15 a day. And I was like, I offended him. I go, dude, what is the catch?
You
He
could
goes,
just
there's not one.
sell your car, and that could be your daily, and you'd save a ton of money.
Yeah.
See, we had to tell them that we didn't want the first car they gave us as there was no piece of the car that was not damaged by hail at some point. And when they told us to go outside and take photos of the damage on the car, we were like, yeah, there's too much. So they switched us out. They gave us a Jeep Renegade.
That's so you, though.
The Jeep Renegade wasn't as luxurious as I wish it would have been. Kind of smelled like cigarettes, but that's just the Italian difference.
That's Euro, though. That's dope.
yeah.
I've got a Jeep question. Jeep Wranglers.
Mhm.
I saw a tweet about this. Why is it a thing to put like
The rubber ducks.
the rubber ducks? I've now seen it 3 times in the last week.
Jeep people are their own breed of people.
They like
Jeep
bits.
Wrangler people. It's the Jeep Wave thing and the rubber ducks. Yeah, they're bit heavy.
Here's the
people.
thing, Dave. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
It's a
Is it?
Jeep thing.
It's a Jeep thing.
When you have
don't know.
when you have the sticker that says you wouldn't understand it's a Jeep thing, like you're too Jeep coded.
Is that a real sticker?
Oh yeah, I've seen
Oh,
it.
I haven't seen that.
Dude, I don't feel like there's as many Jeep people doing the Jeep wave in Texas as there were in Michigan. I feel like in Michigan it was everywhere. But I'm also not riding around in a Jeep.
Yeah, maybe you just don't notice. Like, why would you notice? You're not in a Jeep.
You know what? You make a valid point. You make a valid point. I'm not riding around with my absolute boy in his Jeep Wrangler anymore, so I'm not seeing as many Jeep waves.
There you go.
Maybe I just don't understand
That's so cool.
because it's a Jeep thing.
So
Hey,
what's
we
the outcome? What's the outcome?
It's
of this?
pending.
Sometimes the income is outcome.
I think it might go to litigation.
I-
$10,000 is not. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not
To
nothing.
just like, oh, okay, here you go. I wouldn't pay it either.
Did
It's
this
unlimited.
guy? Or
I want this
gal-
guy to win.
Did he document it?
Yeah, did he
Was
vlog it?
Yeah, you got to vlog it. You got to get content out of it somehow, right?
There is a YouTube video on here, but it looks like it's a news report.
That's kind of dope though. If you just do it for the love of the game and you don't document it.
Dude, he's a real driver. Maybe he lost his fantasy league and had to mow everyone's lawn.
Oh yeah, shit. Poor Brad. That was a tough one.
Shout out Brad.
Yeah.
I'd quit the league.
I,
I don't want to do
it's
that.
a
shit.
terrible punishment.
Yeah.
We didn't even live in the same city.
Right.
Poor guy.
How's y'all's leagues going?
Man,
I'm in a battle for last, so
Any
Not
punishment
great. I'm about
looming, or
500.
do you guys not do that?
we do the either no context Facebook profile change to shirtless mirror selfie, or that is a replacement for having a caddy at the golf thing next year, which isn't bad. No, it's not.
The
No
mi-
one's that big of a dick, but I just don't want to spend my day caddying.
the mirror selfie thing is too extreme.
I don't think
It's
it is.
bad.
I think if I'm in your league and we have votes allocated anywhere, I think I would have to say like Dave needs to do this on Twitter, not on Facebook.
I feel like Twitter would, but it's funny if on Facebook because if you're like me, I don't think any of us are very active on Facebook.
It's
No.
more personal on Facebook.
Yeah,
It's like people from high school that you don't really talk to, and they don't know you, and they don't know that you're being funny.
What's wrong with Dave?
But someone reached out to me recently and said, "Will, do you know that like the retail therapy Instagram account is connected to your personal Facebook? So every time you put stories up, they show up on your Facebook, your personal Facebook."
You didn't know that?
No, Barrett did an AMA, and I guess people were like, "What is Will doing right now?" And but I like even when I realized that, I disconnected it, and I was like, I really don't care. It's fucking Facebook. Like the only people I'm friends with on Facebook are like my like people I knew in high school. I don't remember the last time I accepted a Facebook friend request.
I don't remember the last time I was on Facebook. It's been years.
I'm surprised you even have a Facebook.
I deactivated.
We're getting
it.
older. Like we should probably start catering to Facebook more. I feel like we could make some waves there.
Maybe. Are people is it still like popular and shit?
Yeah, my dad lives on Facebook. He loves that shit. He's just in groups, just
Yeah.
mobbing.
I don't even know what the homepage looks like anymore.
Man, just looks like Facebook.
Are you sure you're not like secretly really active on Facebook?
I'm gonna go
'Cause
to
you sound like a guy who's
Facebook.com.
trying
Yeah.
to like
Yeah.
make it sound like
Facebook.com.
Here, while Dylan
not the Facebook.
Dylan
Okay.
does his Facebooking, let's hear from our friends over at Tavour. You're like,
Yeah.
what's Tavour? It's the app that allows you to discover rare craft beers and have them delivered right to your door. That
yeah.
sounds pretty nice. We actually got a large box from Tavour, and the beers that were included were an absolute delight. You know that there's never a better time to dip into some nice beers than October, November, December. Like, that's prime beer drinking time.
Hey, skip the mall kiosk. Go to Vor.
Exactly.
Have it delivered.
You're probably sitting here wondering, like, okay, like, what's the deal here? Well, they can get you access. There's nothing better than snagging a highly rated limited release beer, like ever. It was hard to find your Sam Smith stuff for a while there.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it
man.
was scary, man. But at Tavour, they do the searching for you. They can give you easy access to a wide range of craft beers from across state lines. From hand-selected ingredients to time-intensive brewing techniques, you'll taste the extra care that these brewers put into every IPA, stout, even sour ales. I think I'm the only sour boy in this room, right? I can see Randy freaking with a sour every once in a while.
If I'm drinking beer, it's prefer sour or stout.
Sours are fun. I always get one when I do a pick six at not a pick six. When I do like if you're at a brewery, you're doing a little taste tester thing. I always get one sour if they do it. Also, support independent craft breweries who take pride in the art of brewing. You know we love to support our independent brewers out there. Support indie beer. You're helping fuel dedication, passion, and innovation with delicious results. But it's just easy. When you join it, you just tap into the convenience of having top-notch craft beers delivered directly to your door. No trips to the store, no wandering the aisles, no waiting for release day lines. You don't even have to put pants on to drink some of the best indie beers that the world has to offer. I love drinking beers pantsless. And if there's an app that can allow me to do that, I will use that app.
Buddy, you're in luck.
Download the Tavour app, enter code STEAM in your profile, and and spend $25 worth of beer, you get $10 off your crate. Yeah, I said that right. If you spend $25 on beer, you can get $10 off your crate using code STEAM after downloading the Tavour app. You know, with the election being tomorrow, we said we wouldn't get political here. But I'm afraid that we have no choice. Tucker Carlson.
Oh, that's not that good.
That was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Have you heard him laugh?
That was Mickey coded.
He does kind of laugh like that.
It's not a good one. I don't know.
It's very high pitched.
Well, Dave, ever since you pointed out that Tucker Carlson was very impressed that Grateful Dead played Candyman, now whenever I hear that song, I just think, oh, Tucker Carlson loves this.
I mean, he's sneaky got some dope hobbies.
Like getting attacked by demons?
Okay, look, I did not listen to all of the clip, didn't hear him, but I did. Look, we get stories just like this like 3 times every spooky season, right? People are out there getting attacked by shit, having dreams. It sounds like he had a night terror.
Are we sure that he wasn't saying he got attacked by the demon?
Would that be me?
I think maybe.
I can say right now, I did not attack Tucker Carlson.
Well, this said during the interview that was uploaded Thursday, October 31st, Halloween, the ousted Fox News host said that he had a, quote, direct experience with a demon in his bed one night that left him scarred.
Been there.
Didn't you say you had some demons in your bed back in the day, Dylan?
Come on, man.
He said,
That
I
was
got
the
attacked
thing.
while I was asleep with my wife and 4 dogs and physically mauled by a demon or by something unseen that left claw marks on my side. They're still there.
Time out. We're going 4 dogs in the bed.
Yeah, why's he hitting us Willy Wonka style?
That's a lot of dogs. A lot of dogs.
Man, I
That's
had
a
to
lot.
kick our dog out of the bed last night because she was encroaching on my space too much. Having 4 dogs in there?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Mean the Lutes just sharing a bed?
He said he wasn't scared at the time as he initially thought it was all a strange dream until he saw blood on his sheets.
What?
He said, I woke up and I couldn't breathe. Thought I was going to suffocate. And I walked outside. And then when I walked in, my wife and dogs had not woken up. They're very light sleepers. And then I had these terrible pains on my rib cage and my shoulder. And I was just in my boxer shorts. And I went and I flipped on the light in the bathroom. I had 4 claw marks on either side underneath my arms and on my left shoulder. And they're bleeding.
That was good. Tucker Carlson right there.
I think that if I actually hung out with Tucker Carlson for like a couple pops, maybe a bucket of beers that we split, I feel like he and I would walk away really good friends.
He would win you over.
He would. He
For
would
sure.
absolutely win me over. I respect that he's still just rocking like khakis and tucked in plaid polos all the time.
Ditch the bow tie.
Yeah,
A long
ditching
time
the
ago.
bow tie was a good move. I didn't mind the bow tie for him because he was the bow tie guy. But you know,
As someone who watches, I will watch some ghost TV. I'm a ghost adventures connoisseur, and this is a frequent, this is a trope that you will see when they go to a location. It sometimes will happen to the host, Zach Biggins, or it'll happen to
any
someone.
relation to Bilbo?
No, not Bilbo Baggins. Although, okay, that's pretty good.
It's good.
Dylan gets it.
Mm-hmm. Bilbo.
They will talk to somebody like this old haunted school or whatever, and they were a teacher there. And then one time, this person got attacked by a ghost, and they got the claw marks. And they would always say, if you got the 3 claw marks, that meant it was like a demonic thing. Because I don't know the significance. Maybe it's because of the Trinity. Weird. I don't know. But look, I cannot as the host of Spooky Season, I cannot dismiss this.
Yeah, I get we can't dismiss it. I have trouble. Like, I've eventually come around to ghosts, but I don't know if I've come around to demons yet. Like, demons just seem a little more real in terms of
A little
like
off-putting.
a ghost is kind of this thing that comes and goes in the night. A demon just, if there's a demon in your room. He said he wasn't worried at the time.
You should have been.
I draw the line at demon, man.
You should have been worried.
Is there any part of us that thinks that he might just be married to an absolute freak?
It sounds like a wild night of sex, perhaps.
Yeah.
You know, but
The dogs were in the bed. though.
Yeah, I was also going to say, is there a chance that maybe the dogs which had a running dream and just absolutely scratched
True.
him? Like
Yeah.
that seems like the most.
They say you're
logical
not supposed to
explanation.
wake up the dog during dreams, right? When they start going like,
I do very gently sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like,
No.
I
I
want
feel
to
like
get.
she's scared.
Yeah, I'm like, you're running from something.
Like, Stella, it's
I
You
wanna
gotta
get
let a
you.
sleeping dog lie.
Okay.
So
Is
what
that
about my
facts
girl?
Would you not be mad if somebody woke you up in the middle of a dream? Unless you're being attacked by a demon, I guess.
I had a dream the other night that I left my suitcase on a plane and they wouldn't let me get it off. The rest of the dream was me like trying to figure out like where I needed to go to get my suitcase back. It was just such a miserable dream.
Oh my God.
Nothing sexy about that dream.
I left a suitcase on the plane when we were getting back from Louisville.
Really?
I realized it after I stepped off the jetway, and they made me wait until one of the flight attendants brought it to me.
My father-in-law left his tuxedo and I think my mother-in-law's wedding dress on the plane in Mexico. And they deplaned and were told they couldn't go back on. And I was like, oh, this is not going to go well. He ended up convincing them to get the bag for him. But I was
Yeah.
like, you don't want to get your tuxedo left behind.
Why wouldn't they just get the bag for him? Like, isn't that like? Can we just get the bag for people? Like that's got to happen quite a bit.
Yeah. If you can identify
Sure.
the bag, they should go on and get it for you.
It happens almost every flight, I think.
Maybe.
I mean, I think he might have gotten
Or a
attacked by a
phone.
demon. What's going on with these demons?
It's an interesting time to bring that up, right before the election.
Is he dodging something?
Happened in my bed. Could happen in yours.
That's a good.
That's
That's
good.
a good Tucker.
It's good. I'm happy with what you just did there, Randy.
Thank you.
Why does he laugh like that?
I don't know. It's not a good laugh. It's actually quite distracting.
He's sober, so you
Okay.
have to assume he was with sound mind.
Yeah.
He just zins now. He's a big Zen guy. Did you guys read the New York Times article about zinning this weekend?
No,
Pretty built out article about how all the bros in New York are just Zen boys now.
Is it a Zen
Like
hippies?
vaping's too lame, smoking cigarettes is too bad for you. So all the real ones are zinning.
Look, I saw all of the above in New York City.
I'm a Lucy
lot.
guy
A
personally.
lot of vaping. The
I was
kids love
using
to vape.
Zen like Kleenex, and that's that scenario.
Yeah, vaping's still a big player.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Don't
true
get
player for real. What's up with the Dumb Zone guys? Because I saw that we put up a notes app
Yeah,
thing on
I just-
our on our
you know-
podcast Twitter feed the other day.
Jake Kemp, I believe is his name. He did not want to come on the show to address this. Whatever.
Was he?
For what it's
Coward.
He had a statement on one of the shows last week, and I've heard him utter this before in the past, but he thinks that he is not a believer in the paranormal. He doesn't believe. He thinks if you believe in ghosts, you're a fool. And I would just invite him to listen to one spooky season.
Is he
That's
willing
all.
to have a dialogue at any point, even if it's behind?
I don't know. I would love to have him just on the show to talk about it. I feel like at this point,
Well,
we're all grown ups.
people loved our first mashup episode. Maybe we just have a ghost.
We should. I think we should.
The person I had lunch with the other day on Saturday, he said he's a noted dumb fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Hey, oh, dude, I finally got around to listening to the crossover episode y'all did." And
Mhm.
like, it's not I was like sitting there at lunch, just like, "Oh no." Do you have any thoughts?
To this day, I don't understand why people didn't like it.
Who didn't like it? Their people or our people?
It was mostly their people.
It was
I
most of the
think.
dumb fucks, but I like
Yeah.
that we have to earn their trust back.
No,
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm already in a group text with some dumb fucks I've never met before, and all I do is try to get them to like
I
me.
think it just confused people more than anything. Like, what's going on here? Why are there 6 people?
I
on
wish we would have
microphones?
talked out the layout of the episode more before we went into it and almost led off with dumb zone stuff and then completed it with circling back stuff instead of doing it the other way around. Because I think had the dumb fucks gotten the familiarity by having a show led by Jake and Dan first instead of leading off with us, because we famously have a loading phase,
Yeah, that's what they don't understand.
Yeah. And so like when you're loading in real time, when you're raw dogging the load,
Come on, we're not doing that.
you get what I'm saying though. Like we were putting a lot of loads on them all at once.
Stop.
And
Put a load on the podcast.
and you don't like that's too much of a load to carry.
Yeah, you don't want to be covered in load.
We did convert some dumb fucks. From
Put
Oh,
the
we
load
converted some
right
dumb
on
fucks,
me.
dude. Shout out to all the dumb fucks that are still here 74 minutes into this podcast. Like we ride with you.
got a little-
There's people asking for another one.
they got a little taste of our shit, and they didn't hate it.
Okay.
Taste of the load.
All right, Randy, don't encourage it.
It's
give
gonna
'em- you give them a
be-
little taste of that loading phase, they're gonna come back for more.
We're the creatine of podcasts.
I understand that.
Real lifters
because like
don't.
obviously I know about creatine and how it operates, but like for people who don't, like, can you explain
Yeah,
that?
it's just a loading phase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta load before it really takes hold.
It's like Magic Mind. There's a loading phase on Magic Mind.
Is there?
They say that if you want the pure effects of Magic Mind, to take it like 4 days in a row, and then you'll really start hitting.
How about that?
Yeah, I used a sponsor this weekend, an old sponsor.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
My bookie.
Z-Biotics.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did it not work?
Well, we didn't do it. You're supposed to do it before drinking, and every time I've done it before drinking, it has worked incredibly. And we deployed it about 4 drinks deep this time, just hoping that it might work. I do think it worked still, but I can't confirm whether or not just drinking a lot of water the night before also helped. But as far as like hangover cures go, Z-Biotics is hands down the thing that has worked best for me in the past.
You need to try it.
Dude, I don't think it'll work if you like, go drink a 5th of bourbon. But if
Right.
you're going out to a dinner and you have 4 drinks, you do wake up the next day feeling insanely fresh.
Man, we got cool weather coming in tomorrow, guys.
It's supposed to be rainy though. I'm supposed to construct some stuff in my lawn tomorrow. I've got some chairs that I need to put together, and the weather is not offering itself up to me in a very favorable way. Anyone want to come over and put together some Adirondack chairs?
Ooh, I will.
I don't think it's gonna be rainy tomorrow, dog.
Really?
Just today.
I don't know, dude. You can never trust big weather.
That's true.
The high is still 75 tomorrow. And there's a 55% chance of wetness.
Yeah, sweeten the deal though. Well,
What?
last
Friday
time
looks nice.
I helped Dave put together his grill, and he bought me a dinner.
Here's the
so-
thing: we got 4 Adirondack chairs that need to get put together this week.
Ooh.
Might be a garage beer situation for your boy after dark. I think I need to do it actually because I think my neighbor who owns the biggest truck I've ever seen in my entire life, I think he thinks I'm a total wimp, and so if he sees me putting together Adirondacks, I think I might gain some of his respect.
Brett will help you out. He has already offered me and him to mow your lawn and also put up your Christmas.
I don't know
lights
why
to Sally.
we don't
I
need
know
someone
why
to
he
mow
keeps
the
on doing
lawn.
that.
We don't need someone to mow the lawn.
I think he just wants to hang out. At your
I don't.
place.
Yeah, I just don't want one of you guys to fall off my roof while putting up Christmas lights, and then you're going to claim workman's comp, and then like
Famously, that's how Santa Claus died in the Santa Claus.
he died.
Tim Allen. That's how he became Santa Claus.
Cocaine dealer Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Formerly. He narked.
Yeah, he's a narc. Shout out to my Michigan narcs out there.
Buzz Lightyear.
Shall we?
Later.
We shall. Bye.